by far, obsessive compulsive focus on the customer.
Oh, really? Well, let's put that to the test, shall we? Let's look at the costs and implications of you being able to order a Thanos one-piece swimsuit for men. And no, this is not an episode of John Oliver. A harness for your chicken, really? This umbrella hat, an ostrich pillow, I want one, and a lightsaber chopsticks. With Amazon, you can order these to come to your door on Christmas Eve. Now, this obviously has some costs, both to people, both to environment. I know they also have robots working there, but let's be honest, people have to do those shifts. And in this video, we're going to look at things from your lens, the customer, you using Amazon, what that experience is like, and what are the costs of that. What we're going to be looking at is the design, the product and how good it is, the effort you have to put in to either buy something or get assistance from a customer service representative. And finally, we're going to look at ethics. Is Mr. Bezos that obsessed? We'll see how great customer experience can actually backfire. Amazon is seen as the biggest and as a monster, but is it really? Okay, design. I'm going to share my screen. Let's go. Okay, as a first note, I see that Amazon has gone with this elf-like greenish look, so it's ready for the holidays. I like the way it categorizes things for me, and I can easily choose. Now, if I go into gaming accessories, now this starts to be a little bit crammy, and I like the way that I can see products. I like how I can filter by these. I have a bajillion filters here, which is kind of confusing. Haven't really seen any e-commerce being able to dumb this down too much because you do need personalization and filtering, especially when you have such a big array of offers. But they are nicely categorized. I've seen better. Now let's go to a product page. All right, so I can see it with the zoom feature. Yeah, that's great. I like that. Change the picture. That's also cool. I can see on this page all the sales techniques that have ever been invented with all the colors and the ratings and ways to make you buy that. Yeah, this is definitely up to speed. In terms of the design, in my taste, it's a bit crowded, but again, I don't see how you can structure so much information when you have such a large array of offers. Okay, I do have a way for myself to navigate to make sure that I don't get lost and I am able to still browse through categories that I'm interested in. Okay, so design-wise, it's not my favorite, but there's one thing I can't deny. It's really rigid because it's been through so much. I don't know, this has been live since 1995. Some people watching this video weren't even alive then. All of Amazon's websites have the same kind of user interface. So they're all consistent with one another and they all look the same in order to keep the customer experience unitary. Since this is a customer experience review, let's give it some stars. I'll give it 4 out of 5 for design. Okay, now moving on to product. It started in 1995 as a bookstore and now it's the big roar. It's taken over the world now. The business model is varied because Amazon sells a whole lot of stuff and not just e-commerce. But in this case, we're only going to focus on the retail side. So as any retailer, e-commerce, it sells products online. You can order and deliver to your door. It also pioneered in a way this sense of creating a marketplace so other vendors can come in online stores and create their stores on top of Amazon. And this contributed to giving you such a big variety of offers for any kind of crap that you can ever think of. Probably the only one that is better at this is AliExpress or Alibaba. It probably offers even more crap. And it has some amazing features like, fast delivery. It comes to your door in one day if you pay the Amazon Prime. Then it pioneered and patented that one click to buy customer experience on steroids right there. You can also buy a gift for somebody and wrap it very nicely, put up a message that is personalized that you write for yourself on the website. Very good experience. Product wise, we'll give it a 5 out of 5. Well done. Okay, now it's going to start to get juicy. So we're going to talk about the effort. How easy is it for you, for me as a customer to buy or to get support? Let's start with how easy it is to buy. Okay, this is seamless, easy. It's the type of experience of take my money now, all of it, please. You have Amazon Prime, right? Which brings stuff to your door in one day. So it's super easy for you to buy. If we go back to the website a bit, and I go to a product page, I can add it to my cart. I can buy now, and I can also add a gift receipt for easy returns if I don't like it. So amazing. And again, I have all the sales techniques that have ever been invented and studied in a lab for a long time. And then Amazon applied everything here for me to get convinced that I should buy this whatever crap I'm looking at. How easy is it for me to get support? As a factual thing, Amazon keeps all of its customer service internally. So even though it sells its own products and it sells products of other vendors, customer service is still held inside, very close. Obviously, in trying to keep you, the customer, engaged and always to solve your problem so you can come back and buy more. That is good. The premise of this is that when a company is small, they have a vested interest to make sure that the customer experience is great so that the business grows, right? The problem arises when companies start to scale and grow. So the people who were then vested into offering these meaningful experiences to help the company grow and make a good impression, they've been hired into other roles, so they've been promoted or whatnot, and other people come in as time goes by. So that concept of wanting to help the customer gets diluted. So then, you start getting mediocre customer experiences. We've talked about this a lot on this channel. Now, as a personal experience, I've used this website for 16 years already. I started using it back when I was living in the US. I lived there for 6 months and I used Amazon to buy a bunch of stuff. I have had to return products then. I have had to return products recently, and I've never had a problem, and it happened very fast, very quick. A lot of it is now automated, so I don't have to necessarily interact with somebody, but if I do, somebody's there. Whenever I asked for a refund, I got the money back the next day. I also got my money back sent without even asking for it. After a week, I guess, they noticed that they didn't have that product on stock, so they just sent me my money back and telling me, hey, sorry, we actually didn't find this, and they sent me my money back. I didn't ask for it. I didn't even know of it, so, that's actually very good. I was very indebted and very grateful for it. Now, if we go back to the website, we look at it, we can see that its customer experience is right here in the header. So if I go to the home page and I see that right there in the header on my top left, when usually my attention, that's where it actually starts from, exactly like I would look at a page, I see that I have customer experience. So I don't see buy, but I do see customer experience. Not many people do that. So in what I said earlier, in trying to keep the customer experience the same, once companies grow and scale and the customer experience gets lost, well, not really for these guys. So this gives you an idea of how they actually do care. Or, Mr. Lightbulb Head definitely, cares about this. For the effort, we're going to give it a 5 out of 5. So good on you. Okay, onwards with the fun part. Now, next one is ethics. It's very easy to find negative reviews about Amazon as it is to find positive ones. I've heard of unfair practices, for example, being an online store, an e-commerce, and it invites other vendors. If another vendor sells a product and it does very well, Amazon has been known to see that and then to start selling the same product and then ranking this competitor lower, this online store on their website, to rank it lower, and their product, same product, would rank higher and people would buy that. And then companies like this being gradually taken out of business. Not nice. Another thing is the monopoly idea. It constantly buys up smaller companies that come up or try to come up. And as they move into new territory, they just go in and just, and they just throw money at somebody. And those people just say, whatever, throw in the towel, and they just sell their business or they close shop. They can't compete with, the juggernaut. Another one, worker rights. We all know the famous example of people accusing to want to take a piss and not being able to do that. Employees leave after an average of 1.8 years. So I'm going to show up a graph. As you can see, Amazon is second. Only Apple has a lower turnover than Amazon. So people don't really stick around for that long. And this is saying something about, how they like it. I know another one that is hush hush about employees. I read it in a book, which is called Influence. I'll put it up here. They have this tactic to loyalize their employees. And after a while, they offer them a $5,000 compensation so they would leave by themselves. Now, some of them take this, but some of them don't. The ones that don't take this compensation, they stick around and they're more loyal. And, the basic purpose of this is to just churn out whoever is not loyal, and you just keep the ones that are actually, heart and soul in there and they care about their job. Okay, and now a big one about the big old carbon footprint. All that producing, all that processing, all that delivering, all that returning, that uses up a lot of energy. I don't know that much about this topic, but maybe John Oliver does. And hey John, maybe you can make a video about this to know the carbon footprint of Amazon and what it can do. I'm going to show the carbon emissions for the last 4 years for Amazon. So as you can see, it's quite high, and Amazon is vouching to reach net zero carbon footprint by 2040. We'll see. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 stars. So overall, yeah, Mr. Bezos is pretty obsessed. He does deliver an amazing product, an amazing experience. Hats off. The ethics, oh man, this is such a long and hard topic, and I'm challenging John Oliver to please take the lead on this. Please, John. Now, it's obviously not okay to have a big carbon footprint, but you know, you can't really build an international global brand without any, you know, transport, building, producing and whatnot. So maybe try to keep your materialistic impulses lower. I try. But tell my wife that she doesn't care. But she's also a tree hugger like myself, so you know there is a level of hypocrisy from all of us. I mean, okay, this discussion can go on for days, and I don't know. I really don't know. John Oliver, man. And now the worker rights. Oh my God. So, okay. To be fair, the company does employ 1,550,000 roughly people, and out of those people, you know, you're bound to have some people that hate their job and that are there just, you know, to make money, just to sustain themselves. I am personally not in favor of victimhood, but I'm also really hard against, you know, people being held against their will. I really hope that's not the case. I don't know. What do you think? As I'm very curious. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.